can I just say it's incredibly cringe when a guy who's not rich is worried about a gold digger. It's like me living in the desert, worried every night that I'm going to drown to death. It's not in your realm of reality. Also, rich men don't have a problem with gold diggers. Rich men know that their lifestyle is what sets them apart from other men, and they want a woman who's attracted to that because she then appreciates what he's bringing to the table. So the idea that broke men worry about gold diggers is embarrassing.
Okay, guys. So I wanted to go ahead and play that clip before I even got started talking, just so you kind of get an idea of the context. And I don't know if you've seen this video, but I've seen it kind of floating around. I had a hard time actually finding the original video because mostly what I've seen was a lot of reaction videos to it, were mostly from men who were very offended by what she was saying. And so they did like reaction videos to it. So I figured I would just give a woman's perspective, or at least my perspective as a woman, on this topic and what she was talking about. First thing I want to say is I don't disagree with her. Because what I will say is I've noticed that a lot of men who are I would say you can tell are not, they're not wealthy, they're not rich, and they do have a huge level of concern about gold diggers. And I think that there's a bit of confusion about what a gold digger actually is, and the perception of a gold digger, or like a woman who is just using a man just for something to do, or just for free meals. Um, I think that when men are expressing concern about running into gold diggers, or going out here in the dating world and just being used, or just being used for dates and stuff, it's not I don't think that they're worried about the textbook definition of a gold digger. I think that what they're really worried about is just simply being used for, a free meal or a date, or being coming across women who just want men to pay their bills, stuff like that. So I think that that's really the concern, and not the actual real definition of a gold digger. And I think that what she was talking about, she's talking about, in her mind, she's like, um if you're broke, like what are you worried about gold diggers for? They're not looking for you anyway. And that's true. She seems like the type of woman who probably only dates a certain type of man. I mean, she kind of has that look. She looks like she would be the type of woman that a very wealthy man would want on his arm, or would want to date or marry or whatever. She does look like that type. So I think that she's coming from a perspective of a woman who's used to very wealthy men. So for her, in her perspective, it's probably confusing to see a guy who's not wealthy express concern about, protecting his pockets from a gold digger, quote unquote. But to be honest with you guys, I've met gold diggers, or women that I would classify as a gold digger. I've been around them. I've seen how they move. And what I can tell you is that a woman who is really truly a gold digger is, she knows she knows who her target is. She knows where to find him. She knows what to say. She knows how to dress. She knows how to act. And she's very strategic in getting that type of man to um to associate with her, or um to be with her, or whatever you call it. She's very strategic. And I've seen this in action. Okay. So most women are not actual gold diggers. Okay. Most women are not specifically targeting wealthy men. So I really don't think that the average guy really has to worry about being like used for money, because I think that there's like a misconception there, because a gold digger is not looking for Mr. 9 to 5. She's not looking for the Amazon warehouse guy or the FedEx worker. That's not who she's looking for. Okay. I think that a lot of guys think that some men associate women just wanting a man to be a protector and a provider, and they kind of translate that as she's a gold digger, like all she wants is money. And I think that there's some confusion there. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's some kind of confusion there because most women want a man who's a protector and a provider. Okay. But that doesn't mean that all she wants is your money or all she cares about is money. It's just wanting protection and wanting to be provided for is a natural thing that just comes naturally for women. And I think that if a woman doesn't operate like that, there's something in her past that changed her, but it wasn't necessarily a natural thing. At least that's what I would take from it. But there are women too that do use men just for dates because they're not really interested in you. They're not attracted to you or whatever. And they're like, okay, whatever, it's just something to do. Or they just want a guy to pay their bills. There's women like that, but I would have to say that that's probably kind of like the exception to the rule. I really don't think that most women only go after men just to get something out of it. And I think that if you're only attracting that type of woman, I think that you have to kind of do some self-reflection and think, what is it about me that's attracting this type of woman? Because there's a lot of women out there who are like ride or die. There's women who take care of men. There's women who do a lot for their man who are not all about money. So if that's the only type of woman that you're attracting, there may be something in your energy, or there may be something that you're doing that you're not conscious of that is causing those types of women to be attracted to you. Okay. Because I think a lot of times what happens is, oftentimes women will try to attract a man using their body or using their beauty or their shape, or try to show off their curves and little skimpy clothes. And they attract a man in that way. But then they get mad when the only thing that they attract is men who want sex or men who objectify them. Men, on the other hand, use certain tactics to attract women using financial kind of like hints, like showing what kind of car they have, or showing, what type of, clothes they wear, or what type of, things that are finance based to attract women. And I'm not even sure if they're always conscious of it, but they do that. I've noticed it. But then they get mad, or they hate gold diggers, or they hate the idea of gold diggers. But a part of your tactic for attracting women is your money, but you hate gold diggers. So people do things, I think, unconsciously, that they're not realizing that what they're doing is they're actually attracting exactly what they don't want. So that's just my spin on this. I think that she's definitely not wrong in what she's saying. But I think that the context of what she's thinking that men are talking about when it comes to gold diggers and women or whatever, it's not exactly what most men are actually talking about. Most men are not concerned about the textbook definition of a gold digger. They're just concerned about being used. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you saw this clip or this video of this woman. And let me know what you think in the comment section. Have you been used? If you're a man, have you been used before for money or for dates? And what's your experience been like with gold diggers? So we'll talk about it in the comment section. And make sure that if you like this video, please like and subscribe and do all that great YouTube-y stuff just to support my channel. And I will continue to provide you with great content. So I'll see you guys next time.